What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Erin Bees. I am a wife, a mom, a military veteran, and I spent 13 and a half years in multi-level marketing, healed my way out, and now I'm using all of my social media platforms to educate and raise awareness around the dangers of multi-level marketing companies and the tactics used by their reps to try and recruit you. If you're brand new, what's up? Appreciate you being here. If you've been here since I relaunched my YouTube channel last August after using it for Facebook Lives and Keto Kitchens and all of those crazy things. Thank you for being here. You guys are awesome. Follow me on social media. Those are my handles. And let's just dive into today's video. I am covering another company that I've not talked about yet, but a little backstory. I was recording a podcast this morning after speaking with my new friend Susan, who's a trainer, and she was talking about how she has a client, and this client said, hey, a friend of mine gave me this product that I've been taking it, and she kind of presented it like, yeah, I've been taking it or whatever. And long story short, she found out it was a product from Amare that is supposed to be for weight loss, but when I looked at the ingredients, I don't really see anything that's going to help with weight loss. It's all focus and mental clarity, like we see a lot of these MLM products. So it's very interesting. We'll talk about that a little bit. We'll talk about, I'm not even sure if they have an income disclosure statement, but I immediately went to YouTube. I immediately started to look into the company after looking at their products and talking with Susan. And yeah, we got to talk about it. So this is an opportunity call that was posted publicly on YouTube. I am going to react to it. I've watched maybe the first minute. The first minute was all I needed to see. And so we're gonna react to it together. So drop your commentary, keep it respectful like we always do. If you have any experience with this company, feel free to message me on Instagram. I would love to share your story, hear more about it, ask some questions, those types of things. And without further ado, let's get to today's video.
Here we go. Have you ever thought about working from home, moms? Have you ever thought about that? How do you feel like when you're walking out the door? And how do you feel when you come home and you have kids that have been longing to see you all day long? You got to cook the dinner, you got to do the cleaning and all the stuff, and it gets pretty darn hectic.
So we already know the demographic that she is targeting here, in my opinion, which is something that we see a lot of, which tracks with MLMs, and the majority of people in the company are women. So, I realize that every household is different. Every couple has different, responsibilities and roles, but we know that the majority of people in multi-level marketing companies are women. There's a lot of moms in the industry. And so it's really interesting to me watching somebody clearly state who they're trying to recruit. And I think that's what we're seeing here. So I know I'm already pausing it, but I know I'm going to have a whole lot to say because I am sick and tired of stay-at-home moms being targeted for this garbage, in my opinion.
When moms are working, outside of the homes. We have a great story for you today. My name is Dale LaCure. I am really, really passionate about helping families create healthier, happier, and more financially secure homes. And I have a really special guest with me, Shanna Hess.
Financially secure homes. In an industry where 99.7% of people lose money or don't make any at all, according to the FTC. Okay.
She's a mom of 3. She was working in the schools as a speech pathologist, and she is now home. She's been like, yay! And it's only like 4 weeks, right? It's amazing. Right. And this is something that she has longed for a really long time. So Shanna, thank you. Congratulations to you. I know you have a team of moms that are doing this with you. We are a force to be reckoned with, right?
I agree with the fact that moms, stay-at-home moms, just moms in general, are a force to be reckoned with. But when you're using it and using them in a way to make more money for yourself, ew. And then to be like bragging about it, we're a force to be reckoned with. How many people are losing money in your company? Oh, don't worry. I have your income disclosure statement. So we're going to talk about it. And if you want to look at If you want to look at it, you can pull it up in the video description as well. I'm not going to put it up here because the video's up and it's just how we're going to do it. Okay. There are, I feel like I've talked about this before. Have I talked about this company before, or have I just looked at it? There's a lot of ranks, 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14 ranks. This is from, let's see if there's a time on this, or a timeline. 2022. No, that can't be 2022. Okay. There are 2 ways to join Amare. Join as a customer, join as a member. I'm sure they're going to talk about that here. They are saying that they have a 5-to-1 ratio. So 5 customers to 1 distributor. And it looks like they call them members. But let's talk about the income disclosure statement. On average, income for all active members, which includes the ranks of wellness partner through 5 heart servant leader. That's the name of the rank, you guys. 5 heart servant leader. That's the top rank. That's the name of the rank. I can't even. Was $71.47. So explain to me how these stay-at-home moms, you, this person speaking here, are helping them financially when the average, according to your company's income disclosure statement, of all the ranks was $71.47. That's the average income for all members. And I like how they specified, including the top rank in the company. Oh my God. The average income for all qualifying members, which includes, I wonder if that means they have to have like a monthly auto ship or a certain PV requirement. The average income for all qualifying members, which includes the ranks of wellness partner, which is the first rank, all the way up to 5 heart servant leader, was $538.61 monthly. This is very interesting. So the first part was income for all active members. And then this second number was average income for all qualifying members. So you have active and then you have qualifying. That's interesting. Members must meet all bonus qualification requirements when earning bonuses from the Amare compensation plan. There are members who never generate sales, thus never qualify to earn money. This is interesting. Generating meaningful compensation requires, here's the disclaimer, requires considerable time, investment, work, effort, commitment, personal skill, and market conditions. What? Amare does not guarantee any compensation or financial success. But see this gal here, but she's saying that that's what she's doing with her team. But your own income disclosure statement, do you think she's read it? I'm just curious. Interesting. Amare does not guarantee any compensation or financial success, and results will vary widely as no 2 businesses are alike. And why would that be? Why would the members not be the same? Could it be maybe some people got in early? Could it be number of followers that they have? Maybe they're considered a micro influencer or an influencer, and they have a lot of people that follow them, and that's why they have a bigger business. Maybe they got in early, so they have hundreds or thousands of team members under them. Could that be why not 2 businesses aren't alike? Are they saying the quiet part out loud in their income disclosure statement? Oh my God. This is not a get rich quick scheme. They didn't say scheme, I added that. This is not a get rich quick, that's in parentheses, or guaranteed endeavor. Just like building any business, there are many factors that contribute to building a successful Amare business. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Amare, is that how you say it? I don't know. This is from May 2021 to April 2022. So that's why it said 2022 earlier when I was talking about it. That's wild. Okay, so the first rank, let's do the first 3 ranks, which is typically what I do. First 3 ranks, and because that's typically the majority of people in the company, and then we'll do the top rank. And if you want to look at everything in between, you can click on the link in the video description. Wellness Partners, the first rank, so 86.35% of people are in the company are at this rank. $25.04 monthly average compensation. Yeah. $25 a month. Now, I talk about this a lot, but let's talk about the time, energy, and effort that it requires to make that $25. They're posting on social media. They may or may not be doing in-person meetings. Maybe they're doing online parties if they're a company where you do those types of things. Maybe they are spending hours and hours of the day messaging and following up and seeing who's responding to their stories or watching their stories. And hey, thanks for the interest. Thanks for watching my stories. They're going through, and anybody that likes their content on social media, they're sending them a message. This takes hours in a day to keep up with everything, let alone phone calls, text messages, emails, whatever system they have, because every company is a little bit different. If they're social media heavy with building, if they're in-person heavy with building, if they are somebody that uses email still, yes, there's companies out there that still build through email and actual phone calls and stuff like that. It takes hours, and they're making $25 a month. And things that we need to take into account are, what does their monthly product cost? Is this a compensation plan where they are required to have some sort of a monthly PV? Maybe that's an auto ship, or sometimes they can be fulfilled through customers. We don't know. Maybe we'll find out. But $25 monthly average compensation for 86.35% in the company is hardly stay-at-home, a stay-at-home mom's dream income to be able to leave a job outside of the home, like she was kind of starting to state. Next rank is called One Heart. Do you think the names of these are catering to a certain demographic? Let me know in the comments below. One Heart is 5.76% of people in the company. So already we're over, this is roughly 92% of the company. Their monthly compensation is $47.90. So almost doubled, same amount of work. Same amount of work. I don't know anything about if, at what point they are required to recruit. I would venture to say it's probably pretty quickly in order to make more money. The third rank is called Two Heart. What rank are you in amare? Two Heart? What? 2.81% of people in the company are at this rank, and their monthly average compensation is $186.63. So I bet Two Heart is where you have at least one team member. I don't know if it's a requirement, but that's just my guess because of the jump in income. We'll find out maybe. If not, maybe I'll do a whole nother video on their compensation plan because I am fascinated by them. So 92%, we're roughly at 95% of the company is making less than $186 a month. And they're probably going to say, you can work part-time. You can work when you want to. You can work in the crack of your days. You can work on the weekends. You can work around your busy, schedule. You can work around all of your other obligations. What we do know is that's not the case. Speaking from personal experience, you have to marry this, not like for real, but it has to be your main thing in order for you to make a lot of money. You've got to get in early. You've got to have a huge team. You have to recruit. Yeah. So then you have the top rank, which is 5 Heart Servant Leader. Wow. 0.03% of people in the company are at this rank. $53,002.05 is the monthly average compensation. So when you look at the first rank and you look at the top rank, you go from $25 a month to $53,000. What's the difference? Of course, there's going to be a difference in, team volume, group volume, whatever terms they use in this compensation plan. There's also going to be a substantial difference in the size of the team. All right, let's get into it.
You got it. You got it, Dale.
Yeah, so tell us your story. I know you've been in the industry of network marketing, which is really, 82% of women.
So already, this is somebody that left her job as I think she said she was a speech therapist, which requires a degree. I'm sure requires some pretty hefty certifications. She left after 4 weeks. Now, why did she leave after 4 weeks? Probably because, like she just said, you've been in the industry a while. That basically means she's been in other companies. When you've been in other companies, every time you change companies, people come with you. So you grow bigger and bigger. Think of like a snowball effect. That's what this is, in my opinion.
That are, in that high bracket of doing it through network marketing. So tell us your story, what, your past experience has been
tell
in the
what company you were in
and where you are right now today.
Absolutely. So I'll begin way back. So a little over 10 years ago, I'm going on 11 years of network marketing experience. I got a call from my aunt and I said, it's fine. I'll come. I'll listen. But I'm telling you right now, I am not doing this business. I don't want anything of it, but I'll come and listen and maybe I'll buy some products. At the time, I had 3 children. My youngest was born in June and this was October. So he wasn't very old, still nursing, working, pumping in the car, doing all the mom things, like running around like a mad woman.
Okay, this has nothing to do with this video, but there is this gal that I absolutely love on TikTok. I am obsessed, and maybe it's because I had such a hard time with nursing. Nursing is extremely challenging for sure. Some people have a great experience, and some people it's a little bit more challenging. For me, it was very challenging nursing my kids. And there's this gal on TikTok, and she'll pump like 14, 16 ounces or something like that in like throughout the day. She'll pump like 4 times a day. I'm obsessed with the technology they have now. I used to have anyways. Yeah, it's fascinating to me. If you're a nursing mama, shout out to you. You're the real MVP.
So we get halfway through the presentation and I was like, you can stop. This is me. I'm all in. I want to do this. And so 10 years ago, sitting there, my goal was to work my network marketing business for maybe a year, and then I'm gonna be a stay-at-home mom. It wasn't in the cards. I had watched my mom stayed home for a little while, and then she went back to work. My family, that's kind of what they did. So in my brain, it's like, that's what I do. I never had a vision of me staying home. Well, you have 3 kids. You work full time. You pump while driving in the car and doing all the things. You don't want to do that anymore. You kind of want to raise your own babies.
And you can, and it doesn't require you to be in a multi-level marketing company. See, I can't remember what fallacy this is, but a lot of times what we see is these MLMers paint this picture where there's 2 options. You either can stay home with your kids and not make any money, or you can do an MLM and make money from home. But when you look at the facts, when you look at the data and the statistics, especially this income disclosure statement that we just looked at, it's crazy because it doesn't back up what they're saying. There are so many options to make income from home that don't require you to leave. There's companies that are hiring all the time, and the fact that they create this fallacy where it's almost like it's all or nothing. You know what I mean? Like, not all or nothing, but there's 2 options. Only 2 options. You can be at home not making any money and miserable, or you can do this from home in the cracks of your day and make money so you can stay home with your babies. What about the gray area in between? I mean, you could be like a social media manager. You could be somebody's virtual assistant. There's so many different things that you can do on your own terms that bring income from home. But we see this a lot where they're just, one or the other. And then they villainize, like a 9 to 5 or whatever. Come on, man.
So I can remember walking down my steps every single day, literally bawling after I had my 3rd. I am talking every single day, 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. So it'll look choked up when I talk about it, but I'm going to be okay. And my husband would say, this is just because you're working, right? And I would say, yes. Feeling stuck, thinking that I held the health insurance that's complete BS. That's such a limiting belief system that we have here. And thinking that
No, that's privilege right now that's coming out of your mouth, because there are many people that cannot afford health insurance. I don't like this.
I had a really good retirement, and I couldn't think outside of that. So when I had this opportunity of network marketing, I was literally mind blown. I can make a significant impact on my life, on my children's life, all while making money. And we work hard. I don't want you guys to think that we do work hard at what we do, but you can schedule and be flexible now around what you do. So now that I'm home and I look back at me 10 years ago, I think, oh my goodness.
And guess what? You can schedule and be flexible in other things except outside, if you will, of multi-level marketing.
If I could have been home 10 years ago with my babies, I could have saved so much stress and heartache and grief. So that's where I started. I firmly believe that network marketing is a huge wave for the future of moms who want to stay home or people who want to be super flexible and make a significant income. I truly believe in this industry. So fast forward, I was in a business for 7 years.
You believe in this industry because you're the top of the pyramid. You believe in this industry because you were able to leave that job that you probably have a degree and certifications in, and you were able to stay home with your kids because you're at the top of the pyramid. And in my opinion, you're probably making a lot of money off of your team's time, energy, and effort. That's just how I feel about it. Wow.
I struggled. It was very difficult. I tried to create things on my own, doing some events in homes, which were hard for a mom, making sure your house is clean, getting people to come to your house, having events at other people's houses, making sure.
Wait, so she was in a company where they did like in-home parties? I don't know why, but I'm getting major Arbonne vibes. What about you guys? Let me know in the comments. And if you know who these people are, because I don't, I searched for amare opportunity Zooms on, or videos on YouTube, and watched a couple, and I was like, oh, they're preying on my people. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't prey on my stay-at-home mom friends. I don't like that.
My husband was going to be home on time from his work so he could, be with the kids while I went. It was stressful, and I didn't have what I needed. So I have spent, Dale, I don't think I told you this one, I spent $10,000 in training to try to make it. Mind you, I wasn't even making that in network marketing in a year. So
the vagueness of the story. What training? Was it through your company? Was it an MLM coach? Y'all know how I feel about MLM coaches. What was this 10,000? Like, you're using this as part of your sob story, but you're really not telling all of the details. Was it something your leader offered? Was it something the company suggested you to do? We need a little bit more information if you're going to use this as a way to manipulate stay-at-home moms into joining amare. I have questions.
Spending more than I'm actually making, which was very frustrating because I know that this can work, and I knew it. So anyway, I hired a person who was at one of the top leaders, and I remember saying to him, I'm holding my hands up and I'm going, I can do this. I know I can do this. It's at my fingertips. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, tell me what to do. Like, I just need a systems. It didn't exist. It didn't exist. So there were a whole bunch of things that were going on. I'm not saying the products were not amazing, because they were. The products were really good, but they weren't different. They were run of the mill. They were products that
like every other MLM product, in my opinion. Why do you have to villainize where you came from? If the products are so good, where she's talking about, which I've looked, no. Did you guys know that you can also buy reviews? Did y'all know that? Anyways, if the products are so good where she joined, why does she have to villainize? Oh, they're just run of the mill. You can get them anywhere. Do y'all see the manipulation in all of this?
One can get on a shelf. And so I started watching someone on Facebook, and she was doing something different. And I'd known her in the past, but not know her. And so my brain's thinking, what she's doing is working. What she's doing is different, but it's working.
How do you know that? Because of what she was showing people on social media? Because here's one thing I know. People on social media that are in MLMs, they are very crafty in what they show on social media. I'll just leave it at that. You guys get it. I know you do.
And I like it. And so I eventually reached out to her. We had a couple conversations, And I'm going to fast forward real quick. On April 1st, it'll be 3 years coming up shortly in about a week. I had a friend call me. We were both kind of looking at it, and she said, I've got some news for you. And all I said was, you're going, aren't you? She said, yes. I said, I'm coming with you. So that was my second decision. My first one was that I was going to do network marketing and I was going to make this work. My second one was, I'm going to leave my network marketing company that I built for 7 years, and I'm going to join this other company. I'm going to join Amare because the systems that we have are so different. The products.
By the way, fun little fact, Amare started in 2008. According to, well, their LinkedIn. Yeah, 2008. So I'm curious to see if she was, there's no way for us to figure out this timeline. However, she was in her previous company for 7 years, which means when she switched over to Amare, people followed her because that's how this all works.
Are completely different than anything that is out on their market. And are you ready for this? I caught up to my 7-year business in 3 months.
Yeah, you know why that is? Because they probably have some sort of a smart start program that all of these companies have where they show you, hey, you can make, really substantial income in your first few months. If you recruit and you have some customers, you're going to get these extra bonuses. And what happens after those 90 days or so? Your income drops every time. The reason that they have those smart start programs, in my opinion, is because they want you to dive into the sunk cost fallacy. They want you to say, listen, you made this much money at the beginning. If you did it these first few months, you can do it the next few months. And then you start ordering products, and then I'm investing in my business. So the money I'm making, I'm putting right back into my business. Does this sound familiar to any of you? Because I'm sure it does. I'm investing in my business. I'm going to the company events. I'm ordering the books. I'm doing all of this stuff. I'm investing in myself. But what it comes down to is a profit and loss statement. You're either in the red or you're in the green. Oh my God.
Ooh. Wow.
3 months.
Wow.
I sat in such scarcity and fear that I didn't have that belief system that I could do it. I knew I could, but I kind of questioned myself. So it took me a little while to okay, I'm all in. But when April 1st hit, I joined with the launch pack and I started talking.
Joined with a launch pack. And that probably, I don't have that information pulled in front of me. There's a reason that she's saying I started with a launch pack. You mark my words.
About it. And in 3 months, I had replaced that income. And now I've replaced my entire school take-home pay salary as a speech language pathologist that I've been doing for 15 years. 3 years and 15 years. And I still have student debt.
Wow, that is amazing. I mean, it gives me the chills when I think about it, because the opportunity.
It gives you the chills because you're making money off of her. That's why you're interviewing her, right? It gives you the chills because you benefit. It gives you the chills. Is it because it's going to be harder for her to leave? She's locked in because it's her company's income. So you have her right where you want her, right? Is that why? It's like an insurance policy for the leader. The car bonuses, all of those things. I haven't talked about this since I did my Prove It car bonus video, but all of these things are insurance policies. That's why you see a lot of these, in my opinion, a lot of these leaders that are like, so-and-so, retired their husband or brought their husband home or their wife home, and now they help them with the business. Well, first of all, they're not retiring. You're bringing them home. They're working the business with you. Okay, we get that. But that's an insurance policy because for the leader, because it's harder for them to leave, because now you have, somebody that's at the top of their pyramid making income. And now it's going to be 10 times harder. I'm just throwing the 10 out. That's not it. Just go with me. Okay. But it's going to be even harder for them to leave because now they're reliant on that income, which means they're going to do whatever it takes in order to continue earning that income. Same thing goes with the car bonus. Same thing goes for, if there's pool bonuses and stuff like that. These people are going to do whatever it takes in order to maintain those ranks if they can, which is also going to kind of tie into the sunk cost fallacy. Well, I'm going to, I'm going to order this product this month in order to hit this rank so I get this bonus. You see what I'm saying? Oh, I don't like it.
Is there for everyone. Mm-hmm. And that's what I love about your story, is that you had this vision, and even though it took you 10 years to get there, you were doing it. And I did the same thing. I was spinning my wheels actually for 10 years before I joined and locked arms with the mental wellness company, because I too realized.
Mental wellness company. I need y'all to process what she just said. Mental wellness company.
This is different. We have systems here. We have a unique product that no one else has. Mm-hmm. The timing of it. I mean, talk about the timing of it. It's
Absolutely. Just. Please show us an S-curve. I'm dying for you to show us a standard S-curve and how you guys are stepping into momentum. Please show it to us.
It's just unreal. People are looking for mental wellness solutions, and we have what people are looking for. So
people are looking for mental wellness solutions. Absolutely. And if they can afford it, therapy. If they can afford it, medication. Going to an MLM product for any mental health challenges is the opposite of what anybody should be doing. Please seek professional help, whether you are on a health and wellness journey and you're wanting to tighten up, gain muscle, lose weight, whatever that looks like for you. Please do not go to an MLM person, an MLMer, thinking that you found a solution. Because what's going to happen is, especially if it's a health and wellness company, you're going to destroy your metabolism, right? And then you're going to be, it's just a mess. And then you add this extra layer of, now they're talking about mental health and how they are the mental wellness company. So are you going to say that your products help with anxiety and depression? Are there going to be people that say, hey, I was able to get off of my medication my doctor prescribed for my chemical imbalance in my brain? Are you going to suggest that these products can replace that? Because the FTC won't like that. You can't do that. That's so dangerous.
All of those things in place, it's like home run.
Yep.
It's unreal. It's unreal. Yep. So I am so thankful for you sharing your story, because it's going to give other moms hope. It's going to make them see, like, this is possible for me. If you want to stay home, and we were talking about this before, like, moms have so much on their plates that they don't even realize it's like a totally unrealistic expectation. It's a recipe for burnout and disaster. When you have a mom that's working full time, they have little ones.
So you're going to add an MLM on top of that? Do they hear themselves?
At home, it's just such chaos, and it's really, I personally believe that it's making our families fall apart. Mm-hmm. How do you keep it together? How do you keep the relationship with your husband together when it's just complete craziness, and the kids are so much more needy for you because you've been gone all day, and you're trying to do the best you can, you know what I mean? And I'm not.
The manipulation in all of this is absolutely disgusting. If by chance they're watching this, I hope y'all are ashamed of yourself. Listen to what you guys are saying.
I'm not faulting any moms, but it's just, I think we need a reality check. You know what I mean? Like,
I absolutely could not agree more. I mean, I had some pretty low moments where I sent my daughter to school in an outfit that was technically illegal, because I sent her to a Christian readiness school, because I didn't send her to kindergarten. She's a July baby. I waited, and I sent her to school with a preschool shirt on that was from a different preschool, and white shorts that they were not allowed to wear. And I remember she came home, and I had got this note, and I'm like, you think you're doing the best, but when I have 3 kids in 3 different places, one at daycare, or not daycare, one at my mom's house, one at preschool, and one at this school over here, I was a mess, and I just lost it. So thinking that we can keep it all together is different than keeping it all together. And what does that look like? Here I am thinking I'm doing the best, but I wanted my kids. That's what I wanted. I wanted to raise my kids. And if I was here, I wouldn't have.
I absolutely cannot stand the mom guilt in this. Moms, parents in general, constantly question themselves if they're doing everything that they can. Am I doing enough? Are they eating enough? Am I teaching them how to be independent enough? Am I hugging my kids enough? Am I giving them enough space? Am I giving them enough freedom? Am I allowing them? parents constantly question themselves. And what these two are doing, they're using it in a way to manipulate other moms that also feel that mom guilt. And I'm saying moms instead of parents because that's who they're talking to. When I talk about it, I'm talking about parents because there are, so many different ways that families operate in the household. It's not just moms that stay home, right? But they're using it in a way where they're targeting moms, using mom shame to say, listen, you shouldn't be going to that 9 to 5. Don't you want to be home with your babies? But then when you look at the income disclosure statement and you look at all of the numbers from their own company, none of this matches up. You buy a kit, you're buying into the same grind culture chaos. You're not helping other moms. Yeah, maybe they're home, they're home. They get to see their kids off to school or whatnot. If they have kids that are that age, they go to school. But the rest of the time is chaos and grind culture, jumping from Zoom to Zoom, planning social media content. There's no time freedom. And they're using mom shame to drive all of this.
Have those types of issues. And it's funny because my kids are older now. So we're 10, 13 and 14. We're almost 11, 13 and 15. They've got activities. So I remember the first week I was home when my daughter messaged me.
Is she emotional?
Mom, can I have a snack after school? Because I'm going to have, I can't remember what, some type of practice. And I thought, yes, I can get this for you. I can do this and I'll have it ready when I pick you up in the car and I'll get you there. And it's the little things that I'm noticing now that I can be fully present for that I couldn't before. And
No. To me, this is just my opinion. This sounds to me like she has children that are getting older. And this is not me judging her by any means, because I ask myself this daily when it comes to my oldest. Do I give her enough space, enough independence, enough freedom? Does she still need me? That whole thing. I know so many of you guys are going to relate to this. And I really do think that that's what she's getting emotional about, is the fact that her daughter, or her son, I think she said her daughter, was like, hey, can I have a snack like when you pick me up after school because I have these activities? To me, this feels like, oh my God, she still needs me. And that significance. You guys understand what I'm saying? That's what that feels like to me. It has nothing to do with an MLM. It has nothing to do with being home and being present and any of that stuff. It has everything, in my opinion, to do with, oh, she still needs me. And I get that as a mom, 100%. But using that and putting on the tears to try and emotionally manipulate people to join your company, you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
I stressed over it. And so this opportunity is huge. And taking, I don't want to say the risk, because it's guaranteed if you want it to work, it will work if you work it.
Yeah. Oh, and now we're going right into programming. If this doesn't work for you, it's because you didn't work hard enough and you weren't consistent enough. That's called victim blaming and shaming. And when I say victim, I'm saying that with my entire chest, because people that join these MLMs, they typically are somebody that is in a tight spot. They are, sharing vulnerabilities. They've probably responded to some sort of a live video or a post where they were talking about weight loss or being home with the kids or mom shame or any of those things. And they're like, oh my God, me too. And then that's where this conversation starts. That's probably how people ended up on this Zoom. And, I think this is a Zoom. And here you have them trying to recruit people. Like, I don't like it. This is disgusting. Leave moms alone. We have enough going on.
It just will. So It's just amazing that I get to be here. I get to do this because I chose to do this. And, I have a master's degree and I choose to be on the same playing field as every other person in our.
No, you're not. Because you were in a previous MLM for 7 years, meaning you probably have customers, you probably built a team. And you had people that followed you. So no, it's not an even playing field when it comes to starting in amare, because you're already a leg ahead of other people that are just starting it. And maybe they've never been in a multi-level marketing company. Maybe they don't have a large following on social media. Not to say that this gal does, but she's already a step ahead because she has previous history and she has customers and former team members. that probably came with her. We see it all the time. So no, it's not an even playing field.
Our business right now. I choose that. And it's paying off tenfold.
Oh,
because you're at the top of the pyramid.
You got me a little teary-eyed when you got teary-eyed. It's so important. I mean, the families.
Oh, you got teary-eyed? Let's see the tears then. Let's see the tears, because I don't see any.
The children, it's just, oh my gosh, our quality of life. And this is an opportunity for anyone to make this happen.
The quality of life. So let me get this straight. Are you trying to imply that somebody that is not home with their children, they have not as good of a quality of life? How do you even word that? I feel that sounds weird. Is that what she's trying to imply? So if the kids have two parents that work jobs, their quality of life at home is trash? Is that what she's trying to say? Wow.
You're willing to do the work. We have systems to follow, which is like amazing, because I never had not one system in the other company I was with. So thank you so much again for sharing your story. I so appreciate you. And once again, like, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
And your family and your kids. They must be so excited. So
they are.
That's
they are. And they told me.
Yeah, and you're feeling so much more energetic, I would think, not having, like, I mean, it's gotta be nice.
I would love for somebody to ask her kids, how do you feel about mom getting on Zooms all the time? How do you feel about her going live if she goes live? How do you feel about her going to events? How do you feel about her, hang on, I just got to send this message. Hang on, I just got to put this post up. Hang on, I just got to do this or that. Because I'll tell you from my own experience, they probably felt like they were on the back burner. So the fact that, oh yeah, no, my kids love it and they told me. Bro, please.
Day.
Yep, you got it. Night and day. Dancing in the kitchen a little bit more.
I love it. All right, Shanna, thanks so much. I appreciate you. Have a fantastic day. We'll see you again.
Well, that was a bunch of garbage, in my opinion. I don't like that one bit. Leave moms alone. Leave parents alone. Okay. Wow. I'm definitely going to be diving into this company more because I'm going to look at their compensation plan. I'm very curious. If you have a story or an experience that you would like to share with me about this company, feel free to message me on Instagram. I am starting to do a lot of like horror stories and different things. Sometimes I do it on my podcast. Sometimes I will do it here on YouTube. But yeah, I would love to connect with you on this, especially if you knew those two or whatever. I have questions. So feel free to reach out. And by the way, don't join an MLM. Okay, don't do that. You saw the income disclosure statement. Well, you heard it, but you can look at the video description and you can click on the income disclosure statement. You can look for yourself. And in fact, for those of you that are looking at joining an MLM, the two things that I would ask for are your leader's profit and loss statement. And they're going to go, I don't really want to share that with you. Okay, but you want me to invest in this and you're not willing to show me like what you're making. Cool. The other thing that you need to look at is the income disclosure statement from the company. And if they don't have one, like Q Sciences, run the other way. Because in my opinion, they're trying to hide something. Anyways, that's all I've got for you today. Thank you guys for watching. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye, everybody.